Hello, and welcome to Rob's 2 Bytes channel, where we grow IT skills one video at a time, with your host, Rob. In a previous episode, we created an Apache Web server for development environment. If you have not checked that video out, links will be listed in the description below. In this episode, we will create an FTP server to upload files to this web server. So what is FTP? FTP stands for File Transfer Protocol, and it allows files to be transferred from one location to another location on the network or remotely. You need to have an FTP service running on a server and a client application such as FileZilla or another FTP application on the client PC for FTP to work. So let's begin by updating our system. To do so, we simply type in sudo zypper update. Once the system is updated, we can install the FTP server by typing in sudo zypper in vsftpd. The following new package is going to be installed. Yes. Now that the FTP server is installed, we need to start the service by typing in sudo systemctl start vsftpd. And we can also enable the service to start when our system boots by entering sudo systemctl enable vsftpd. A few other useful commands for the FTP service is to stop, restart, and status. So to stop the service, we type in sudo systemctl stop vsftpd. To restart the service, we type in sudo systemctl restart vsftpd. And to check the status of the service, we type in sudo systemctl status vsftpd. And here we can see that our FTP server is configured to load when the system boots up, as well as it is currently active and running. So far, we have installed and enabled the FTP server. At this point, we need to allow the FTP through the firewall by first verifying the firewall is working by typing in sudo systemctl status firewall systemctl status firewall, and we can see that the firewall is enabled and it is currently actively running. So we need to get our default zone that we're in by typing in sudo firewall cmd dash dash get default zone. And it comes back as public. And we'll need that here in a minute. So let's check the services that are currently allowed through the firewall at the moment. So we'll type in sudo firewall cmd dash dash list services. And currently we see that we have DHCPv6 as well as HTTP. So to allow FTP through, we type in sudo firewall dash cmd dash dash zone public dash dash add service FTP, and we want to make this permanent, so we'll add double dash permanent, and it came back as successful. So we just made a configuration change to the firewall, and we need to reload the firewall by typing in sudo firewall dash cmd dash dash reload. And let's verify that FTP is now added to the list of services that's allowed through the firewall by typing in sudo firewall cmd dash dash list services. And you can see FTP is listed. So at this point, we need to get the IP address of our server by typing in IP addr. And of course, you'll copy yours, but it would be the 192.168.111.139. We'll copy that, and we'll open up our file FTP Pro application, in this case FileZilla. We'll put the IP address in, username and password, and connect. And as you can see, we have our directory on our server. And we can verify that by taking a look at our directory. So we can list our directory. And we can see we have our bin, desktop, documents, downloads, music, pictures, public, templates, videos, and index HTML. But let's get rid of that. And we can't. We can't get rid of that because we have to make a change to our FTP config. And to do so, we'll go into our Etsy directory sudo nano vsftpd config file, and we need to arrow down to this right enabled line, and we need to change that from no to yes. Control S to save, Control X to exit, and here we need to reload our FTP server by typing in sudo systemctl restart vsftpd. And then we can do a refresh on our FTP server or our FTP client. And now we should be able to delete. So we just delete the index HTML file, and we can verify that by listing the contents of the directory. We no longer have index HTML. And we can re-upload it. We can verify that it was indeed uploaded. And it has been uploaded. And there you have it, folks. In this video, we installed FTP Server, configured the firewall to allow FTP requests from other computers on the network. We transferred files using FileZilla, and that's all there is to setting up an FTP server. If you found this video helpful, please let me know in the comments below. Also, please like or subscribe. Thank you, and see you in the next episode.